Hey, so you're interested in getting the scope of something that's being discussed at the national level, maybe even the local level? Problem with cities, sociological, who knows? And you want to grasp the bigger scope, the bigger picture? Well, there's a tool just for that that journalists have been using for over 100 years now. If you go to databases and you go under the letter C, way down at the bottom, there's something called CQ. There's a couple of them. One's called CQ Magazine. Oops, I think I called it something else in a video. I'll show you CQ Researcher today. CQ Magazine is smaller, compact reports. And again, it goes way back. Oh, only 1983. This is the one that goes back to the 20s. CQ Researcher was put together by journalists back in the 20s when they were convinced that um, Congress people, legislators, didn't quite know what they were talking about. There was like some technology that came along. They were maybe being motivated by something other than a knowledge of the topic. And journalists felt, well, I'm not informed either. So think of this as kind of like a live encyclopedia of things going on right now. How does it work? You can search through hot topics, mostly North America bias, and you can see things that have been that are getting a lot of usage: climate change, death penalty, healthcare policy. You can also type in concepts like bullying, shootings, inflation, automobiles, just everything under the sun. So let me show you a report. And beware that all of these are time sensitive, so things may have changed. So if you look at something from just before the pandemic, they'll be vastly different than the ones that are post-pandemic. So let's look at healthcare policy. How the reports work is they are designed to give you a quick synopsis of what matters to a variety of constituency in the shortest amount of time. It'll give you related reports. Some of them go way back. 2010 seems like the Stone Age. And you can see all sorts of different things that matter, and they're citing sources. This is not a scholarly work, but it is a highly high quality professional report that you might get if you were like in charge of a business. You'd want just like the executive summary, right? It gives you a chronology. There's all sorts of great bits in here. Lots of references. How can you find a report that has even more? That was just a short report. Let's look at this new one that just came out. Some of the bigger ones have a whole index of things. So think of this as a really long report, and each one of these go down into different chunks of it. Pro con, we get two people who are debating, two credible people debating, not just people like me pontificating, but you actually get like CEO of a Social Security, looks like a lobby. Background, it'll give you precedents in the form of literature. You can also look at chronology, which will give you background and precedents in a timeline. I like this one a lot better because it's quicker to digest. And let's see, what else is really good? I think the overview, background, and introduction, chronology, those are all great. But what this gives you is the ability to say, oh, what is Medicare? When did that first start? What is Social Security? How has that been battled, and how has that been paid for? Has it been used as a thing for voters to use? All of those bits then empower you to go into the library databases and have a more complete story as you develop the rhetoric and the narrative of your bibliography or your paper or your article. This has been Dale the Librarian. If you'd like to reach out to me, you can. I'm delighted to help. If I could spell my name. Okay, have a good one.